Hey, it's field trip day. Well, field trip for me. So come with me. I'm going to make some stops at some of my favorite like Goodwill, Salvation Army stores to see what I can find that I can repurpose for the Imagination Station and to Michael's. And my favorite place is to go to the dollar stores, Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store, especially right after a holiday, and it's right after Christmas, to see what they have. Since I'm going to be doing a winter theme, I'm hoping a lot of their Christmas decorations that are wintry, that don't look like Christmas but look like snowflakes and things like that, are going to be half the price. So come with me. Let's see what we find. So my intentions were good. I was trying to take video while I was shopping, but here's the problem. Those of you who know me, I'm a klutz, and holding a camera in front of my face and trying to walk is not a good idea for anyone. So until I can get another device and figure out how to do this a little better, walking and filming may not be the best idea. Here we go. I got an enormous amount of stuff, and I'm going to break it down a little bit later, and I'm going to go through it, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing with it all. And it's a ton of DIY stuff for the Imagination Station and for classroom. And, well, you'll just have to wait and see. And here's my furry assistant. Say hi, teddy bear. Okay, as promised, I couldn't show you shopping, but I'm definitely going to show you the haul. Everything on my kitchen island is what I picked up this afternoon. But let me show you what I found. So I got really unusual. I don't know if the colors are exact in here. I don't know how real light. Well, we'll figure it out once I see if the lighting looks good. Anyway, we have all sorts of different felt. I love the texture on that one. And I'm going to show you what we're going to make with this. We're going to make pretend donuts. And the reason all this is here is whenever I change over the Imagination Station, the Children's Museum, I change different centers. And the center, one of the centers I'm doing is a bakery. I try to always do some kind of a center that involves food to some degree. Because the kids seem to really like it. Whether it's my pizza kitchen or it's a hamburger stand or a farmer's market. And this time around, we're going to do a bakery. So the felt is, to start with, we're going to make, well, I'm going to attempt, and I'll show you how, the donuts with the socks, which I've never done before. So this is going to be a first for me. These little boxes, which I got at the 99-cent store, are going to turn into cakes. And we've got some cookie cutters to use in the bakery. I love this. I found some disposable, just decorating tips and different bags, and I'm going to try to stuff the bags, I think with cotton. I'm not sure, but we'll go through that. And some sponges that I'm going to turn into cakes, and all sorts of really cool stuff. Now the center also, the Imagination Station is also going to have a snow center. I have a wind tunnel, and the wind tunnel is going to shoot snow, and I'll show you that when I get back to school. Right now, I'm at home, we're on winter break. So that's going to shoot snow. We'll have an ice skating rink in there. So I bought lots of different decorations on sale. I have a two windows, but I also have a glass mirror in there. So these guys are going to go up on the glass mirror, and they were really inexpensive. I think I paid less than $1 each for these guys, and these will go up on the mirror. I've tried to use these in the past and let the kids play with them, but they rip them apart within seconds, so they don't really get anything out of it. So they make a really nice just little decor in there. This is kind of fake snow. You'll learn something about me. My maintenance staff sees me and goes running the opposite direction because if there's a mess to be made, I'm the one who's going to do it. I try to clean it up as nicely as I can, but it doesn't always work out that way. In Southern California, we have 99-cent store. We have Dollar Tree. I also went to Michael's, which I walked out on because they had 12 people in line and only 2 checkers, and I wasn't going to do that. But I went to Joann's, and they had all their Wilton stuff for 70% off. And I love this for Play-Doh. I don't even know if it's going to hit the Imagination Station. This may just stay in my classroom. But the little snowman hat. I thought was really cute because I'm going to do snow in my classroom as well as the Imagination Station. But from Wilton, I love these silicone molds, and they're snowflakes. And I'm going to turn these into, oops, see on the back? They're going to be crayons. I'm going to melt down old crayons with the kids and repurpose them, pour them in, pop them out, and have them available both in the Imagination Station and in my classroom. Bought that, but that's for my daughter. Candy spoon mold. Get that out of there. So I'm going to attempt to do some donuts for the new bakery, but also some sponge cake. Cake made out of sponges. I've seen it done on Pinterest a couple of times. And the only thing I don't like about the videos, and maybe I'm watching the wrong ones that I've seen, is that the product that they're using on them, I think is probably, it makes me nervous. I work with little ones, and sometimes they go in the mouth. And so I don't want to use anything that could potentially be toxic. So I'm going to try this my own way and see what happens, and we'll figure it out. I have some plates that I got because where's the other one? I'm going to make this really cute little stacking, I guess it's like a cupcake display. I don't know if it'll display cupcakes or donuts. I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I'm going to set this all up and get started and see which project we're going to do first. Stay with me. We're going to start by doing the donuts I was talking about. And what I did already, because I wanted to play with this and try it, I've seen different tutorials done on this, and the tutorials I've seen really talk about using a man's sock, which I grabbed at the 99-cent store, a pair. It says to use a dress sock. I want to see what would happen if I use a sweat sock, because I like the color of this one. And what I had already done, and I'll show you how I did it, but I rolled these two. And even though the sweat sock's a little bit thicker than the red sock, or whatever color this is, I kind of like them both. So it's a matter of just personal preference and what you like. So I'm going to show you how I did it really fast. You take, by the way, if you don't have a good fabric scissors, buy yourself a good fabric scissors. This is a Fiskars. I hide it. Nobody in my house can use it but me. And I use it just for craft projects or things in my classroom that I need where I have to cut fabric. It's invaluable. But I'm going to do this real quick to both of them. You just cut the toe off. It doesn't really matter where. Okay, and then I'll show you. It's a little bit different on both of them. On the sweat sock, I cut this band part off too, because I felt it made it a little too thick. I left it on this one. So I'm going to just take it, and with the turn it inside out. So you're going to start with the sock inside out. And I started with the fat end. I don't think it really matters. And then you just bend it down to the thickness or the width of the donut that you want. I did it like that. I'm just doing it like I would cuff a kid's pair of pants. Okay, and you just keep going and going and going. And when I got to the end of it, on both of the socks, it kind of looked like that. And they don't tell you this in any of the tutorials I saw. However, what I found works really well is I took the one I've already done and I just put, see it comes out like that. I put a little hot glue around the inside. I'll show you. I just put a little bead of hot glue. Be careful not to burn yourself, which I've done 400 million times in my life. And I just put it along the side. It seems to hold it really well. I'm always worried about things holding up. I have about 175 kids that can come through the Imagination Station in a period of a week, plus my own classroom that plays with these. If you're doing these at home for your own children, you might be able to skip this step. I just like, if I'm going to spend the time making something, I really want it to last. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. I did that one already. It's the exact same procedure on the dress sock. You turn it inside out. And you roll it up. And you keep rolling, rolling, rolling until you get it to look like this one. And I did the same thing here. I just glued it. So now it doesn't look so pretty. However, if you remember that really pretty felt that I purchased I cut this one, you see it? I cut this one in a pretty circle. I take that back because I don't cut pretty circles. But what I did do is I had bought these cookie cutters. Now, you don't have to use these. You can use probably a drinking glass. All I did to measure it is I took this donut and I put it over it just to see. I wanted some room. I wanted wiggle room, and I'll show you why. Because I wanted it to be, I cut this out, and then I cut a circle into the middle because it's a donut. It has to have a circle. And then I'm going to put it, I'm going to glue gun it. Let me move all this out of your way so maybe you can see this. Let's see if the camera can, well, I'll hold it up. But I'm going to glue gun it all the way around. And I'm going to pat it down so that it looks like the frosting is kind of falling down the edge. Let me do this one really, really quickly because I didn't do a finished one, which I probably should have done. By the way, I just have parchment, which you can't really see in this video. I'll make it happen next time. I have parchment down on my island. I have granite counters here, but I think that parchment really pretty much could work on any kind of countertop so that you don't hurt it. I wanted to protect it. So I went a little fast. I think I'll do them a little bit neater and slower next time, but just for purposes of showing you, there is my cute little sugar donut. So it's the same thing with the red sock. It'll be red velvet cake donut. I had already pre-cut this, and then you see how these edges are scalloped. So what I'm going to do with this one, this is just a round that I cut already. I'm going to cut a circle. I'm just going to freehand it. You don't have to. You'll get to know me. I don't have a perfectionist bone in my body. So I kind of do things off the cuff. Sometimes they work out amazing. Other times, maybe not so much. I'm just going to freeform scallop this a little. Just very little because I don't want it to be too much. Here, I'll add a couple minutes of the one to here. Ta-da! And the same thing. Then I'll put it on here. I'll glue it down, and we will have ourselves a red velvet cupcake. Now I'm going to make a couple dozen of these in different colors, and then I'll share them with you, because if you're going to have a bakery, you need a lot of donuts to sell, don't you? I think so. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for lots more DIY videos and how-tos coming your way soon.